Alright guys, welcome back. If you're not back and this is your first video on the channel, welcome. I make shoe videos sometimes, maybe they're about my life or just bread getting in general. So yeah, sit back, relax. This isn't really actually like a video you can relax to, but yeah, it should be a pretty interesting topic. If you guys enjoyed the video, found it valuable at any certain point in time, I would really appreciate the subscription. It's free, maybe a little like. Hell, if you hated the video, you can leave a dislike, maybe even an awful hate comment. But yeah, enough of that. Let's get into this video. Let's dive into the subject. Question of the day. Can you resell in a recession? I wish I could tell you, but I wrote these honestly pretty much like whole ass essay the last couple days just trying to think about this topic and whatnot. But yeah, this is my thoughts. These are my opinions. So do with this what you may. Let's get into this. What is a recession? You can Google it, or I could tell you right now. She'll just pop up a little definition on the screen. In economics, a recession is a business cycle contraction when there is a general decline in economic activity. Recessions generally occur when there is a widespread drop in spending, which is basically what we're in right now. So what does that mean for resellers maybe like you or myself? Well, I tried to break it down the best I could, and these are my thoughts. Okay, so I included this nice little chart, and it's basically just showing the inflation rate from 2020 to 2022 of June. Basically, you can just see it slowly increasing as time goes on. So it started at like 2.4%, went all the way down to 0.3%, and now we're at an all-time high of 9% with no signs of slowing down, which is not good. So what that means is basically this water bottle, say it was worth $1 back in January 2020. 9% up of that would be $1.09. But that's not really the case, because most things like this have definitely increased than more than 9%. Like, let's use this. McChicken from McDonald's. McChickens used to cost $1, okay? How much is a McChicken? A McChicken is now $1.29. That is almost a 30% increase on the McChicken. Another example, the Wendy's 4 for $4 is now a 4 for $5. Come on. This is deep rooted. But yeah, basically that's that chart. Basically what this means is people are spending more money on essential things that did not cost as much before, which entails to them spending more money and then not having a surplus or extra money to spend on like extra stuff, like maybe like vacations and clothes and shoes. Does this mean that reselling is over? It's over. Do we gotta sell everything? Does this mean we have to jump ship? I don't think so, personally. I think things are changing and we need to learn how to like adapt to situations. And boy, I really wish I could tell you guys exactly how that's gonna work, but this is gonna be a learning process for everyone. Just know you're gonna have to learn how to adapt, and if you don't adapt, you're going to sink and drown. Personally, the way I think how to get out of this recession as a reseller or any kind of business in this kind of area is building a brand. So for example, take this wrapper off this water bottle. This is a plain water bottle. This is another water bottle. Say this one's super fancy and whatnot. They both have water in it, but this is boring. No one wants a boring water bottle. This one's nice. This one has that smooth plastic on it. It's nice to touch, nice to look at. You want this water bottle. If both of these water bottles are close to the same price, this one's $1, this one's $1.10, you're probably gonna go with this water bottle just because it's more appealing to the eye, better packaging. Point is, you like this one because of the brand. Kind of goes the same way for shoes. You need to learn how to make a brand for yourself that people recognize. They'll be like, oh, this guy's dope. I wanna go shop with him. I wanna go give him my business. Compared to the regular person that's just posting pairs on like OfferUp, Goat, StockX, eBay, that doesn't really have a brand going for themselves. They might be selling more volume than you, more shoes, but you have a brand for yourself that people recognize and people want to buy from you because it's you and because it's the brand you built. I think that's the way it's going to be. Like, if you don't have a brand for yourself, I don't want to say it's not looking good, but in my opinion, it's not looking hot for you. Because if things really do get rough, I don't see people going on StockX and Goat purchasing the same shoes that they were 6 to like 8 months ago. People were paying over StockX ask for shoes, and I just don't think that's gonna be the case anymore. Basically, with building a brand for yourself, you're gonna wanna get as many people to see your product as possible. So how would you go about doing this? There's a couple things. Number one, and probably the biggest thing, is content. You're gonna need to build content to build your brand. You can't just post on your Instagram, have a nice little pretty feed with just your shoes and expect yourself to run up numbers. It's not gonna work like that. You gotta put in the hours. You gotta make cringy TikToks. Honestly, they don't even have to be cringy, but I guess just the connotation of TikTok and cringe kind of just go together. It's just like this nice little thing they have going together. You're gonna need to provide value to people, making videos, explaining like the process of things, and being yourself. That is the biggest thing. When you put on this like facade, people can see right through it. They don't want to buy from an unauthentic person. Just be yourself, show your true colors, just be 100% honest, transparent with the whole process, and I feel like people will mess with you, because that's what I've been doing and it's worked. I started my TikTok page back in, I want to say January 2020, and right now we're sitting at almost 150,000. So yeah, it's the proof is in the pudding. You guys can go back, literally, this is my permission. Go back, watch all my old cringy TikToks and copy them. They will do good, I guarantee you, because I be seeing people all the time or making the same videos that I used to make, and they're running up 1 million, 2 million views, and they're growing exponentially. The whole goal of that is to drive traffic to your Instagram or wherever you're selling those products or your shoes, whether that be a website you have, or you just want more eyes on your Instagram page and then drive traffic from your Instagram page to a website, or whatever you want to do. But just the whole goal of making the content is to push people to that Instagram. Mine's right there, by the way. You guys see what I did there? But yeah, that's the whole goal of everything, is just to drive traffic to where you want the people to go. But they're not just gonna go from just being like, yo guys, what's up? Go check out my Instagram. No, it doesn't work like that. You have to be able to provide value to the person behind the screen watching your video, whether that be maybe a little legit checking video, providing some sort of entertainment, maybe like negotiating or something like that. Maybe it's a little funny clip from a meetup you had, just small little things. You want the viewer to walk away feeling like they got something from your video, because then they'll be like, oh, this guy's cool, I'll go check him out. Oh, he's got an Instagram. Oh, he sells shoes. I want to buy a pair of his shoes because he seemed like a cool person. And they're more inclined to buy from you too, because you have your face out there. You're not likely to, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's happened before. People have scammed people and their face has been out there on the internet. But the chances are not very high. If you're out there and you put yourself out publicly, you're probably safe to buy from them. It just gives them like a little bit more of a comfort when they're buying, compared to the person that doesn't show their face whatsoever, and you can't really trace them down, or you don't even know who they are. But when you put a face to a brand, I feel like it just builds a lot more trust with the person, just feeling like you kind of know them and like you won't get scammed by them in a way. That's the biggest thing, is building a brand for yourself. There's also a few more things I have written down here that I'll get into in a second. So what I've been doing recently, you guys might know if you guys watch my videos. If you guys haven't already, feel free to go check them out. They're all posted already. You're gonna have to start taking smaller margins, because in a kind of an unpredictable market like we're in right now, shoes are dropping every day. It might be a little bit, like they might be dropping to $1, $2 every day, but like if you've had that shoe sitting for a month just because you want to get $50 out of it, and that shoe you bought it for $500 and now it's going for $450 the month after because you wanted to hold it and try to squeeze out that profit when you could have sold it a day or 2 days after for that $20 profit. That's what you should be doing. Flip shoes as fast as possible. If you can get the shoe the same day and sell it same day and make 20 bucks, that is a win in my book. In an unpredicted market, dude, anything is a W. If you can make money from almost anything, as long as you're not losing money, that's a win in my book. Just try to flip shoes as fast as possible. Honestly, I would stay away from all the new releases, because I can't remember the last release that went for something besides like the crazy stuff that's released, like the Travis Scotts that released a couple days ago. There was another big one. Oh, like the Louis Vuitton Air Forces. Like obviously those are gonna go for a ton because of the demand behind them. But like these regular dunks that they've been dropping like every other day, they're not gonna go for anything. You're probably gonna have to lose money on them or return them. So I would just stay clear from those unless you know you're gonna make money from them. But you're not gonna be making money from GR dunks like you used to like a year ago. That doesn't mean you still can't make money from buying new releases. You definitely can. It's gonna be a lot harder. You're gonna have to be able to get shoes for under market. So used shoes right now, I'm sorry, sorry, when you guys come to sell me shoes, I'm offering pretty low on used pairs. Like, I'm seeing the lowest pair on GOAT and I'm going under that one just because I want to be able to sell that shoe and know I'm going to be able to sell it for a profit. Gone are the days where I can pay high on a used pair and sell it kind of close to a new pair. That's, in my eyes, I don't see that happening soon. But this goes with the personal brand. If you have a lot of people that want to buy your shoes because you are you and you have a brand that people like and you can sell that shoe, that is more power to you. I am not trying to knock your whatever you're doing, but I'm just saying for the regular person, that is not going to happen. You're going to need to get shoes for a lot cheaper than you are. Just in case shit really does hit the fan, you have to sell that shoe. You know what I mean? And you don't have to take a crazy loss on it. Personally, I feel like when people were buying shoes at StockX Ask and selling them above to consignment stores, I might be wrong, but I don't think that's gonna work anymore. I don't feel like people are going to be paying over market for shoes anymore at consignment shops. I don't think they're gonna be spending $500 on Panda Dunks anymore, just because I feel like they have better things to buy than $500 Panda Dunks. Because those are the people that would buy from those kind of shops are usually tourists or just people that don't really know too much about the sneaker game. So they would just buy it because they have extra money sitting around, but that's gonna be gone. That extra money, out the window, unless you're really balling like that, but more than likely, you're not balling like that. So I feel like a lot of the people you're gonna be selling to now are actual sneakerheads that want the shoe. You'd be like, oh, I've been wanting the shoe for a while, it's a good price, I'll snag it from you. I feel like those are the people that you're gonna be selling to in a recession, and not the people that don't know too much about shoes and stuff like that anymore. That's personally just my opinion. Again, my opinion, but I feel like y'all are gonna destroy me in the comments. Yeah, that's what I think about that. Next here, I have don't buy bricks. What do I mean by bricks? What I mean by bricks is shoes that are not popular at the moment. Like, do I have an example? I do have an example. I don't know why the hell I bought these. Like, I'm going to lose money on these, and probably a decent amount of money. This shoe, no one's gonna be buying it in a recession. The Yeezy 500, I think Slate High, this shoe's disgusting, dude. No one wants this. This is what I mean by don't buy bricks. No one is going to be wanting this in a recession. No one's been looking for this pair for years and can finally get it for a good price. No one. I'm probably gonna be losing a lot of money on those, but basically, that's what I mean. You're gonna wanna be getting the newer pairs, the new Jordan 4s, new 3s, 1s. They're clean colorways, they're used, and they're in somewhat demand, so you know you can kind of sell them. So with that comes, you're gonna have to know the market more. So if you don't already, you're gonna have to brush up on what pairs are hot and what pairs are not. So you can go on like StockX, they have a whole feed of what's popular. Stick to those types of shoes. Those are safe buys, those will sell most likely, but those are not selling. Next up, check your local outlet stores, because Nike has millions of pairs sitting on boats that are just now hitting stores, and no one's gonna be buying them for retail anymore because they just have so many and the demand is not there anymore. So no one's paying retail on top of being a shitty colorway. So those are hitting the outlets, they're getting discounted. That's when you can swoop in, cop them for under retail and maybe like a 30% off if they have one of those weekends, or if you have the 30% off birthday coupon, then that's another little way you can make some bread. It might take a little bit to sell, but brand new pairs, if you can get them under retail and then like 30% off, you should be able to sell those pretty easy. Also, don't be blinded by just retros. They have a whole bunch of shoes. People need shoes, like running shoes, like Air Maxes, training shoes, cleats even, because people are not gonna stop playing sports. People are always gonna need those types of shoes, like running shoes, cleats, lifting shoes, and stuff like that. So just broaden your horizons and don't just think retros, because it's so much more than that, especially in a market like, I want to say potentially because we don't know what's gonna happen, but it's probably gonna happen, but like especially in the market we're trending to, you're gonna have to broaden your horizons. And like I said earlier in the video, you're gonna have to learn how to adapt. Check your local outlets. If you're close to one, I would say go a couple times a week. Try to develop connections with the employees, but don't make it seem like you're just trying to use them. Maybe even hook them up every now and then. If there's a cool one, just be like, yo, here's an Instagram, if you ever need anything, like I'll hook you up. And just develop a little friendship, maybe a little connection with the employees. Don't just make it a one-sided thing and be like, yo, when do you get these pairs in? And every time you're asking that, because they're gonna get sick of it, dude. No one wants to be used. Next point I have here is focus on building your clientele and the customer experience, because the last thing you want to do in a recession when you're selling shoes is have bad customer experiences, you're just digging yourself in the grave, honestly. Make sure you're shipping quick. Maybe throw in like a sticker or some candy to make the buying experience memorable. So when it comes up in conversation, where'd you get your shoes? Oh, you know, this guy, he sold me these shoes for a great deal. He shipped them quick. The shoes were clean if they were used, and he like included a candy or something. Just make the customer experience memorable. Treat your customers with respect, and don't be short with them, because a lot of these sneaker dudes, bro, y'all need an ego check. Just because you sell shoes does not mean you're hot shit. You sell shoes, all right? Humble yourself. But yeah, just focus on the customer and building those customer relations that come back to buy again and again. Because you were nice to them, they'll sell you those same shoes that they bought from you under what they bought them from you for, so you can sell them again, just because they mess with you. Just simple stuff like that. Maybe someone's confused on how the whole buying process works. You can give them a little Instagram video call or whatever. Say, yo, this is the process. Like, here's the other orders I'm shipping out. Like, you're in good hands. Don't worry. Try to go a little bit above and beyond in times like this. And honestly, in general, because these are the people that are going to be supporting you and putting bread on the table for you. So I would treat them well. Basically, that's all my talking points I had for today. If you guys have more questions, comments, concerns, leave some comments down below. I'll try to answer them. And if I get a whole bunch, I might make another video to this, because it is a pretty important topic. At the end of the day, no one really knows what's going to happen. I would say prepare for the worst, but hope for the best. Just really prepare yourself. Just know what could happen. Like, honestly, I'm not expecting, but I'm preparing for my shoes to not sell for like the next year. So I'm putting cash aside. I'm cutting expenses. Like you guys saw the video, like I sold my car. One of the reasons I did that is because I wanted to have a little bit of cushion just so I could survive for like the next year. Bare minimum essentials if shit really hits the fan. But like I said, that's me preparing for the worst. As long as I prepare for the worst, I won't have any surprises because I already prepared for it. Anything that's not that bad won't be that bad because I prepared for the worst, if that makes sense. But I didn't make this video to like scare you guys or anything. I'm trying to be real with you guys. If I said, yo, invest in this shoe right now, expect huge returns, like, dude, that's not the case. Like, we have very unpredictable times ahead, and you guys need to know that, because my whole thing is selling shoes. And why would I sit here and lie to you guys acting like everything's cool when it's not? So yeah, just that's what I have to say. Leave your thoughts in the comments. If you guys want to go check out my Instagram, it'll be right there. Maybe you guys want to buy some shoes before we hit economic torment. Yeah, feel free to go check it out. If you guys found this video somewhat valuable, or anything I said maybe resonated with you or struck a chord, maybe leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. I will see you guys in the next one. Till next time, guys. Peace.
I said, baby, like, whoa, I cannot feel any more. Stuck to these bands like I need me some more, yeah. I have been rolling a doja, everything feeling so close. Think that I need me some closure. She tryna pull up to shows, nigga, I'm counting this dough. Hold before, yeah.